Okay, it was a good night because I was pleased that our team played with an edge and an attitude and at a high standard, the ones I'm talking about. Didn't play down, to the competition. And that we emptied the bench pretty much and got a lot of people on the field, and I was happy for them too because we had a lot of young people make plays, created some turnovers defensively, and so it was a good night.
Matt and Zach.
What should I ask you about Curtis work? You mentioned last week you thought he played pretty well, but there's some things he missed tonight. He seemed really sharp, hit some big plays. Just your thoughts on how he did.
Yeah, that's what I saw too, and I hate to make an evaluation of anybody until I watch the tape the next day, but that's what it appeared to me also, yeah.
Zach on your left and this.
You talked about playing with an edge last week. You talked about that 21-0 lead, then maybe just not playing with the lead the way you wanted
Right.
to. I recognize the competition being whatever it is. Just how important was it in your mind for the offense in particular to just keep going out there and stacking good drive after good drive? I think you scored on like 9 straight.
No, I think it was equally important for the defense to stop them because it's offense, defense, special teams. About 40% of your plays are on offense, 40% on defense, and 20% on special teams. And you need all three phases to do really well. And so the defense was doing their job too. The only thing I wasn't pleased was the end of the half. We let them, kick a field goal. But it was good. There were plays out there, and we threw and caught the ball well and protected well. And that's, our goal. We wanted to clean those penalties up and protect the quarterback better than we did last week. And I thought the second half, we really established even more dominance. And then got people involved and they made plays, young people involved and they made plays.
Is on your left and Jack.
Yeah, Curt, you mentioned in your intro and you mentioned earlier in the week about like fighting human nature. Did you have a good sense that you had the message had gotten through during the week and with the week of practice? And what buttons do you push differently during the week to sort of get that message through?
Yeah, I did. I thought every day built on the last. Tuesday wasn't a great day, and talked to the team afterwards about it. I don't talk to the team after every practice. Most of them I do, but had some things to say, and I had a captive audience, and they applied it the next day, and we had a really good day. The day before the game, we went out in shoulder pads and helmets and practiced. The day before the game because we had to do red area work. And then they were charged up in the locker room before the game, and came out and played pretty well. It appears.
Jack on your right, Zach B.
Curt, Tyreek Tucker tonight had a sack and a tackle for loss. I know you had him last year at James Madison, played last week too. Just could you kind of talk about how much he's developed from what you've seen from him last year coming?
Really proud of him. His brother played for me, and was an All-American linebacker, 5'8" and a half linebacker. Finished his career at Texas. And Tyreek has really improved every year. He's great, overcome a lot in his life, and really does great in the classroom. He's a great teammate. He's really improving every single year as a player. So I'm really proud of him, happy for his success.
Zach B on your right and Seth.
Coach over here, defense created a couple of turnovers in that second half. How important is it to continue to create those turnovers moving forward?
No, that'd be nice. That's momentum and points. So it was good to see, yeah.
Seth and then Daniel.
Curt, I know you mentioned the end of the first half this week, and obviously, the same sort of drive happened against FIU too. I guess I know you haven't been able to watch the tape here yet, but I guess what do you feel like is happening in those 2-minute drill defense drives? I guess what do you feel like you have to clean up there?
There were probably a couple mistakes in there. I think we had subbed a little bit at certain positions also, and I don't want to speak on it too much without watching the tape. But you got to finish the half well. You got to start the third quarter well. We've been starting the third quarter well, but we haven't finished the half well. We've been starting the game well and finishing the game well too. So there's a lot more positives, but like just about 98% of teams in the country, we got a couple things to work on and improve on.
Daniel right in front and Sammy.
Yeah, as much new as you all have, how important, how valuable is it to have this kind of period of like a small ramp up heading out west for this start of conference?
We
play
just
next week?
play them. You show us the schedule, we play them. I get them ready to play, put them in the best positions. Me and the staff try and get them to play as well as they can on game day, and develop this football team every single day, and the intangibles, and develop the culture, the mindset, the identity, and how they think, which is critical, and how we play. So the schedule is what it is, and we'll enjoy this one and think about the next one tomorrow or Sunday.
Sammy up top on your left, and Joe last one.
Coach, another young linebacker, Elijah Hardy, had an interception of a forced fumble. How has he developed and turned into a playmaker on defense?
Yeah, I think he's got a real chance. We like him. He really started to take some steps forward at the end of fall camp. Moved in that number 2 linebacker spot behind Fisher. Although, Isaiah Jones is kind of a swing guy there too. And good athlete, comes from a great high school program, Lakeland. Family of athletes that have had success collegiately. And he looked really good. He caught that ball, showed good natural hands, good movement getting in there. And the other young guy got involved tonight too, Charlie Becker, receiver, who we brought up this week and had a nice week of practice. So good to see those young guys making some plays early in their career.
Joe on your right, last one.
Coach, right here, 6 yards per carry last week, 7 yards per carry this week. How important is it to have the offensive line and running back room really start to gel in these early weeks?
Well, some of it's relative to who you play too. I hope if we have those kind of numbers later in the season, then we'll be a hot item on the clinic circuit. So, we're just doing the best we can every single game and put the best plan together for next week.